Okay, this is a capital improvement meeting on January 8th at 6 p.m. Being held in the lunchroom at Town Hall. All those in attendance, Frank Malisi, Corinne Cafardo, Joseph Weeks, and Kenneth Sweezy. The first order of business is approval of minutes from 3/6/23, 7/10/23, and 8/21/23. I'm going to take a look at those, and thank you, Corinne, for doing the minutes.
You're welcome. My name is spelled wrong on the March 6th one. It's 1 R, 2 M's.
Who did the March 6th ones? Was that me or is that somebody else?
It wasn't me. I was absent, and I'm trying to think where I was.
Could you imagine if you spelled your own name wrong in the minute?
I don't spell my own name. I have trouble getting people to pronounce it correctly.
Oh, I see it, the R.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion.
Yeah, and on the the August 21st also.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from March 6th with the typo changes.
Okay, motion to approve the minutes from March 6th with the amendments to Corinne's name.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great, awesome. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from July 10th, 2023.
Can I make the motion?
Yes.
My name's actually spelled wrong in these ones.
Oh,
Okay.
you know, I just realized today it was Sweezy because my husband asked me if you were related to the fence company.
That's us.
And he said,
Oh,
well, he
really?
might be on the fence with this election.
There we go.
He's always a joker.
Yeah. Well, if he has marketing, needs, he can come on officially. So.
Okay, I will update the minutes.
Okay, so so let me withdraw that motion, or can you withdraw that motion, Corinne?
Yes.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion to approve the July 10th, 2023 minutes with the amendment to Sweezy instead of Sweeney.
So moved.
Okay, have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Awesome, thank you very much. Okay, and then I will entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes from August 21st, 2023 with the amendment of Corinne's name to remove one of the R's and add one of the N's.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Beautiful, thank you. So I was going to discuss the liaison to the departments, but we're missing Kurt and Ed. I don't know if we want to go through with it without them here and kind of do that whole process, but maybe.
Said, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe we should table that, considering the end of the agenda, and then we're missing 2 members.
Yeah.
We can table it. I was just going to mention that I was going to the fire department within the next couple of days.
Okay.
For 2 reasons, and now I can't remember the first one.
Was the first one capital improvement?
No.
So fire department actually already submitted their capital improvement plan for this year. They sent it back in the beginning of December.
Okay.
I haven't sent that out yet because we don't have that. So yeah, they've been really good about it. So
Maybe you could send me a copy of it,
yeah, I can do that.
and I'll just have it in. I'm just going to stop in. Oh, it has to do with Green Hanson. That's the reason why I'm going. And so I think I'll call Rob first, so he'll have time to sit down for about a half hour.
Okay.
And that way, if you send it to me, I can bring it and just have a informal chat and then tell you what it is the next meeting, or when we take this up again.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So other than that, the liaison to the departments, to like actually assign people to be a liaison, we'll table that until the next meeting. Yeah. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes,
Awesome.
makes sense.
Table. Okay, discussion on the matrix. So we print out the matrix. This is the matrix including all of the items from the 2020 fiscal year 24 town meetings, which were in May and October. So we can go through them and figure out what was bought, and we can kind of strip it and move it forward like we do every year to include fiscal year 2030, which is kind of crazy to think about, but. So I'll go through the amendments. If anybody wants me to stop,
Sure.
just let me know. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the removal of fiscal year 2024 from the capital improvement projects, from the $24,800 from the fire department for protective clothing, the police department $186,000 for a police unit, The highway department, 75,000 for the Ford WS pickup truck. The F-350 dump truck unit 6.
Sorry, Mr. Chair, forgive me.
Yep.
But are all of these things that you're removing when you move it up, have they been purchased?
They have been approved at town meeting.
Okay.
So yeah, all
All of them,
these
right?
ones that I'm saying are
Perfect.
there's a couple on here that have not been approved at town meeting, which we can go ahead and discuss that, or what I'll do is I'll move them forward to fiscal year 25 when we have our department meetings. We'll go through and confirm with them that it's still
Okay.
there.
That's what I wanted to find out.
The playground Cranberry Cove is not something that we'll be amending on here. The nurse's house renovation is not something we'll be amending on here. The middle school field for 375, that was funded with the grant, so we can remove that. The ADA ramp is not something that was approved at Nathaniel Mill, so that will move forward.
Like you're gonna slide it to 25.
I will slide it to 25, and then we'll talk to the department heads when we meet with them. So the TouchView panels and network switches from Indian Head Elementary were purchased. The TouchView panels and TouchView panels and the network switches from middle school were also approved at town meeting. The network switches at the high school was approved at town meeting, and the TouchView panels was approved at town meeting. One quick thing about that, I actually messed those numbers up when I submitted the amendment or the article for the special town meeting in October. I gave them the old numbers instead of giving them the new numbers. That it was actually less that Gideon provided us the August 21st meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So my fault. Sorry about that. that was a clerical error on my side. So
Anything we need to do?
no. I amended it on the floor.
Okay.
It was amended on the floor. So I just wanted to let everybody know that it happens, just for
Yeah. I was at
clarity's
town
sake.
meeting, so I
Question?
remember.
I
Yep.
just want to, before you go ahead, so when I type up the notes. So everything for the elementary school, the middle school are deleted.
Yeah, those are already funded.
Okay, right. And it's the same on the two items for the high school?
Correct. Those are already
Okay.
funded as well.
All right. And back to one page, the 95,000 is being put out to 2025. This is for
Yep, Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Mill.
Correct. Yeah, that's going to be moved until the department head tells us different.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. The one thing I do not know about, since it's their own budget, is the capital projects, the water capital projects. So we're going to have to leave those on here. I can move them over to fiscal year 25 and kind of highlight them on here for the department head meeting. We can say that these were moved forward. We want to confirm that they were actually funded or actually needs to be moved up. Okay. Okay. So that was a pretty long motion. Everybody
moved.
So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic. Thank you. Moving through.
Crank.
Okay, so next is discussion on the matrix. We already had that. Sorry. Next is discussion and vote on form changes. So we have the forms from fiscal year 24. So Form B is the one that we removed. I included it in here anyway because there was some discussion about it last time we talked about the forms. So just so everybody has it there. We have Form A, Form C, and Form D were the ones that we used last cycle for capital improvement. So we can go ahead and, I'm not sure how we want to discuss this, but we can go ahead and do, Form A. I mean, it's a pretty, it's a pretty open form there. So one thing that I know that needs to be changed is the purchase for, because we changed that. What was the purchase now? The requirements, it was 25,000. Oh no, it was 5 year. We didn't change the purchase price, right? Okay.
That might be something we want to consider doing this time around.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that for the next agenda?
It will be closer to the town meeting agenda. Yeah, is kind of going over town meeting articles, and that's something that I intend that people would probably want to bring up. It's been 35,000 is very high.
It is. We can talk about it later. But it's
Yeah.
just, I think people sound like people were looking to move in that direction to lower that threshold. It's good.
So we have the Form A. Is anybody wanting to make any changes or amendments to Form A other than the fiscal year at the top?
No, the only, I think, thing that we had brought up before, and I don't recall how it was resolved, was to help the departments out that they don't need to be filling this out every year unless there's major changes. Do we include that in the letter, the specific explicit instructions, or do we want to add a note onto the form itself?
On the email that I send out to everybody, there's a whole section there about when you would use these. So, like, for example, I say you don't need to fill out Form A and C for existing capital items, but if you're changing capital items, use Form D. So Form D would be essentially our matrix. So if the highway was saying, okay, that this dump truck is now going on fiscal year 26, that's when you only use Form D.
So in theory, we should receive very, very few Form A's going forward, like less and less every town meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless but the Form A's that we do get should be for equipment that's kind of farther out. So not necessarily less, but equipment that's further out. So like target fund days. So I'll say this as an example for like the fire truck.
But this is inventory, so this is stuff that they already have.
So capital inventory, right, is what. Yes, I'm sorry. So I was thinking about the Form C. So capital inventory is things that they already have that meet the capital requirement, right? And things that they're going to expect to replacing that, right? The Form C is for new capital improvement requests. So they need a new fire truck in, whatever. And then the Form D is them actually changing their capital items to be in which fiscal year they have.
Right. Yep. Okay. Well, if the instructions are all separate, then definitely Form A, I think, is fine.
Okay. So I'll send that that letter out to everybody before I send it out to the department heads anyway. I think I usually do that just because it's the email that I send out to all of them to come to our next meeting that we're going to have, which is going to be the department head meeting. Mm-hmm. We'll probably have one before that just for us, and then we'll have the department head meeting after. Thank you for promising to be there, Ken. I appreciate it. And so, we'll have that all situated and figured out before we go into that. But I'll send that email out like I usually send it every year out to everybody here, and then I will go ahead and forward it to the department heads if it's.
I think if you change your spacing a little bit, maybe up here, everything for Form C will appear on one page.
Yeah, I can take the heading out. Yeah.
Or just raise it up.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure. So they have the signature of the preparer. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess you kind of have to have that, right? So, because it says date prepared, the person who prepared it or the contact person up top. But okay. Yeah, so I can do that. I can increase the heading or lower the heading on the top of it and then have everything kind of on one page. This is all digital anyway. I don't send it to them printed out. I send it to them in a digital copy, but they take it and I made a big point last year when I sent out the letter to say that, this is digital. You can fill it on your computer. You don't have to write down everything and kind of ship it. But I will do that just for ease of, because there is some people who still print it out. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other changes to Form C other than the fiscal year? No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and then Form D. This is just the upgrade, so I need to change the fiscal year under the second column, and also go to the fiscal year up at the top.
Yeah, so you actually you gotta bump that in too, right? On the chart.
Yeah, I got to bump it up 2 on the chart. Yeah. Any other changes to that? No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the capital improvement forms for fiscal year 25.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic. Thank you. Second to last item on our agenda, or last item on our agenda, discussion and vote on department notices and meeting dates. So we need to set a meeting date for the department meeting, and then we also need to vote to approve me sending that to the department heads. Does anybody have a good idea for the next agenda or next meeting day? I know that everybody's pretty busy, so Ken, when are you free?
I'll look at my calendar right now.
Okay, thank you.
What month are we talking about?
What
do you think?
For the department meeting or for like the quick one before that?
Just whatever meetings you're thinking about.
Okay. So I'll probably do the last week of January or the first week of February. Might be better. But it's really whatever works for everybody here.
On a Monday?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a Monday, I guess, is the other thing. Department meeting, I don't think has to be a Monday. So if Monday doesn't work for you, then we can do, Wednesday or something like that.
No, I just want to make sure. Both the 29th and the 5th are open for me.
Okay. Corinne?
Both days are open.
Okay. Is there a preference?
What about you, Ken?
I'm still looking at my
Oh,
calendar.
okay.
So we'll do the 29th. Let's do the 29th, and then what we can do is we can do the 5th for the department meeting. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So
And that's when you invite the department heads
correct,
to
yeah.
come in.
So the 29th will be us going over the applications and forms. Actually, no, that's too it's not enough time for them to just submit their forms. I usually give them until mid-February.
Yeah.
Well, we can do the
Meeting's not till May.
29th, and then how about,
Yeah, we have a really aggressive deadline this year, though. I got to get the date. I'm gonna.
It's like early April, isn't it? It's like the first week. Oh no, it's actually before that. It's like
I
March.
think it is before that. I think it's like mid-March.
Yeah. Okay. So how about we do the
that's,
5th for the capital improvement meeting, and then we can send out. It's 2 weeks after that, the 19th, for the capital improvement department meeting.
that's a holiday.
Oh, is it? Okay. What's
Yeah.
the weekend after that? The 26th.
Yep.
So 2/26 for the department meeting. Okay. Does that look good?
Fine.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else on that front that we need. We are going to go out of order to Mr. Kenneth Sweezy. You have the floor, good sir.
Yeah. All I'm going to do is formally submit to the chair my resignation from the Capital Improvement Committee at the conclusion of this meeting due to future non-residents.
I'm almost inclined to deny that request, but you said future non-residents, so I guess I have to
Yes.
accept that. So
Yes.
thank you very much for all the years of capital improvement. Really great job. So
Thank you.
great supporter of the schools and the library,
That's right.
senior citizens,
Keep
and the
going.
town in general.
Yes.
Always making sure when we need something, we have it. Strong voice for the children and also the senior citizens in town as well.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're very
Mr.
welcome.
Chair.
You're very welcome. On that note, that concludes our business for this meeting. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.